All right, crypto fam, how we all doing, guys? Hit that like button. Kevin, Cam, Mini Moog, CJ, DV, GP, White. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hope you guys are locked in, ready for this live. My trading view is still messed up because I got to merge this one with the other one, but we will go back and forth. So Bitcoin is rejecting kind of right here. So if you guys look right here with Bitcoin, if you look at this this ranging lines, the average close, you can actually see Bitcoin, Vaseo, what is up? You can actually see Bitcoin pumped up to this area right here. Okay, so pretty much hit the resistance. Didn't necessarily drop. You're kind of just ranging. You did break out of right here. So you got to break out right here. And Bitcoin actually never tested that breakout. So it is looking a little bit like a rising wedge. Now, typically rising wedges are pretty bearish, but that doesn't matter. The fact we're still in an uptrend. So what we can see Bitcoin doing is bouncing around in this area right here. I'm still not in a trade, guys. I haven't been in a trade for 24 hours. I'm still not trading myself, okay? I'm waiting for a dynamite setup. And it will literally take a whole week of profits if it ends up playing out. So I'm waiting for my setup on the market. I'm being patient. Cam, thank you. I appreciate it. But furthermore, we're kind of just ranging in this uptrend. So until this uptrend breaks, we are not dropping. We can kind of see Tokyo is ranging, accumulating, right? Tokyo is accumulating. If we go to our liquidity gaps right here, here's our MACD, here's our RSI, right? We already were overbought, so the RSI caught up here to the top. If you take right here to right here, it already broke, all right? So the RSI did break, but I wouldn't be chasing any shorts until we have more confirmation. Okay, 18 hours almost overbought here. 4 hour is overbought, but the 4 hour has about to break out of the zero line on the MACD. So here's the thing. If the 4 hour breaks out on the zero line in the MACD, this is definitely going to be bullish. I would not be shorting this. However, if you look at the uptrend on the 1 hour time frame, the 1 hour broke. So I wouldn't be longing it either. I just range, right? So we're waiting for the range into Tokyo. Or into London. We have a bit of a rounded bottom, double bottom at this change of character, break of structure. We're breaking, we passed 67.5. We pumped all the way up to here to take out this high right here. And the reason Bitcoin dropped so quick is look how many sells versus buys Bitcoin has, right? A lot of sells versus buys. A lot of sells versus buys, guys. All right. So as of right now, Bitcoin is in limbo. We already know following AMD accumulation, Tokyo is in accumulation. So that means New York or London is either going to be manipulation or distribution. So that is Bitcoin for you guys. Not too much is happening on BTC. If we look at the daily, we could see the daily is pushing up on your stochastic RSI. So that is showing that we're going to, kind of push up, continue up a bit. One thing I do want to say about the daily MACD is that even though we've been dropping, our daily MACD keeps on going up and up and up with the push. What might happen in this market is we might push up all the way to the top and then cross back down, because we know we're very, very bearish. But again, below the zero line is not bullish, but we are going up. So we're having a lot of range momentum back and forth. Even right here is just range momentum. Okay, I'm going to move this over a bit. And if we look at our 5 minute, guys, like I said, our 5 minutes going up. So we are getting close to that channel. I do believe we are going to break it because we broke the 1 hour uptrend and we already hit the top of your RSI. Okay, let's take a look at XRP, guys. XRP has been ranging, pumping, pumped all the way up to that high of 148, which looked pretty good. I got to update my trading view, guys. So we're going back and forth to different charts. I forgot I ordered a new credit card and now everything's all messed up. Everybody keeps on saying, love the hair. Trench juice. Cam, appreciate you guys. Okay, so XRP is in the same 100% same pattern as Bitcoin, like to a T. If you line up XRP, it looks exactly like Bitcoin, exactly 1000%. So same thing with XRP. You are going up on the 15, you're oversold on the 1. You did definitely break out. Of that, but you never broke out right here. So this is the downtrend on XRP because we broke out of the shorter term time frame. We are coming up here, guys, bouncing off of the trend. But if XRP breaks right here, XRP is coming all the way back down. Now, if you guys are in beatslimlist.com, guys, I'm getting ready for a really, really high leverage setup on Bitcoin. And this high leverage setup could literally make you 3,000 to 4,000 in one trade. That's on XC. If I'm using my funded account, I'm using a consistency rule. However, yeah, XRP is coming up in the shorter term. Did it break trend here on the 1 hour? It did break trend on the 1 hour, and the MACD is pushing down, and XRP is overbought. So it is rejecting that daily resistance. And you can see that daily resistance is all away from 238, guys. XRP is following a downtrend. Actually, if you're looking at XRP2, it has a head and shoulder pattern too. Okay. Has a major head and shoulder pattern on XRP. With the parallel channels turn on the other levels, it's deadly. Had a 6-figure week, and the parallel channels have helped a lot. Trench Juice, awesome. Appreciate you. Parallel channels are gold. A lot of people think they don't work out, but you got to redraw the channel. You got to re-find the trend. So yeah, I would but not be shorting anything right now, guys. Honestly, I wouldn't be longing either. We're just waiting for this trend to break. If this trend breaks, we pretty much come all the way back down to 62. Because this is a 4-point trend. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Market makers will sell off once this trend breaks. So as of right now, it's a no trade for me. We're ranging. That's fine. I'm probably going to pick up a trade in London maybe. If we pump back up to here, I will get in a trade, obviously, because that's resistance I'm going against. And we already did break this little uptrend right here at about 68.9. But for the most part, we're just waiting for this trend to break. Okay, we'll look at H-bar, but I do want to go over the large caps, make sure we're getting those out of the way. If you guys are making money in the Beast Limitless community, guys, 444 in the comment section below. Solana broke out and hit 92. Kind of. Again, we're in a bear market. Bear markets are fake outs. I think everybody knows that already. Okay. So Solana is pretty much hitting the top as well. All right, so here's your resistance on Sol. And you can see Solana's hitting the top. We are in an uptrend on Sol, but again, it is a rising pattern here. We never broke it yet. So pretty much XRP, Bitcoin, while crypto is ranging in this Tokyo session. Again, little double bottom here. You broke out. Maybe you pump back to that high of 90. But it's the same thing. Solana's been riding that uptrend too. If you're looking at the 1 hour time frame though, Solana did break the 1 hour as well. So you got your second, well, actually wait, no it didn't. Let's see. Right here. Yeah, I guess we did break it. Okay. So we definitely did break the uptrend. So all the crypto projects are breaking the uptrends on the higher time frames as of right now. So there is your uptrend right there. Thank you for the comments on the hair, guys. Appreciate it. Always wear a hat. All right, Bob wants to look at H-bar, so we're going to look at H-bar. So everything is gearing up for a drop, guys, but you don't want to chase that drop. The thing about an uptrend is you continue to play the uptrend until the uptrend is broken. That is pretty much it. And we got a very, very strong uptrend in crypto right now. Very. So H-bar is bouncing off of this channel right here. You can see huge bounce off H-bar, bouncing off, broke out, ranging sideways. However, though, if you look at the actual liquidity gaps here, if H-bar plays this out, it should come back to about 10.8. Yeah, so I see H bar possibly pushing up to about 10.7. Obviously, it has to break this area right here. But before I say that, did we break the 1 hour on H bar? I believe we broke up the 1 hour and everything. Yeah, so you did, well, actually, I would say H bar is bouncing for now in the shorter term. Yeah, so Bitcoin's moving back up here, guys, on the 5-minute time frame, on the 15 and the 5. And we're kind of just in limbo. We'd never hit the bottom of the channel. So it looks like London could be a distribution phase. What trades are everyone in at the moment, guys? Hype. See what Hype is doing. Hype broke the uptrend. Yeah, Hype broke the uptrend. Hype is not looking too bad here. We're kind of in a sideways range on Hype at the moment. The 1 hour and the 4 hours very, very overbought on Hype. It is possible Bitcoin takes out the order block at 70K to 71, but the problem is Bitcoin broke the trend in the RSI. So the only way I see that happening is by forming some pretty big bearish divergence. So yeah, Hype is not looking too bad. You have a double bottom here, rounded bottom, perfect double rounded bottom. But it's probably going to be the same thing across the market here. We've broken the uptrend, the RSI. So really at the moment, guys, like non-financial advice, but I'd be sitting on your hands waiting for a short. We're very overbought here already in the market on the 4 hour. I believe this 4 hour is probably going to turn. Right now we're ranging into London, but we did break on the RSI and your MACD is pushing down on the 1 hour. So probably into London, there's going to be a move. Either we have bearish divergence, we pump up and we manipulate past Tokyo's high and New York's high, which would be doing something like this and then drop, or we kind of come up here, range, and then trickle down. So yes, the market is looking bullish in the shorter term, but with breaking that 1 hour, I'd be very, very cautious. That being said, do not try to short anything right now because you're probably going to get wrecked. There's no volume to push price down. Zach XBT, I have no idea who that is. Stuck in an XRP short, rookie degen move. What is your XRP price? Gone hype at 25.9. Yeah, hype's not looking too bad. But you are about to break your 50 here. So if this breaks to 50, hype is going to get bearish pretty quick. Some people are no trades at the moment. Good stuff. Ideally, my goal is, guys, to make about $10,000 a week with 2 to 3 setups. If I could do that, I could basically duplicate that into you guys with the funded accounts and even just posting trade setups. At this point, I'm really just trading to make a profit and trading to run a business. I used to be very, very addicted to trading. It's not a thing anymore. Just waiting for a setup. I'm not chasing anything. I know we're in a downtrend original market overall, but my goal seriously is to make 10K a week USDT and duplicate that to everyone else. The only way I could do that is by making sure I am giving you guys the best possible setups for the market. Hit that like button if you guys have not. API 3, let's check out API 3. I remember API 3 made me a lot of money shorting and longing a long time ago. Yeah, big pump here in API 3. Huge manipulation pump on API 3. API 3 should come back down to here for a short scalp. Maybe you come back up to 32. Four hours very overbought. You're kind of in that uptrend channel. You hit the top of that conversion line on API 3. It's an okay trade. It isn't a 1 to 5 or a 1 to 3, but it's not too bad. But yeah, API 3 should come back down here. Yeah, so I'm definitely looking at a short on API 3. That was a huge wick. I would just short API 3 right here, low leverage, and run a stop loss just above the conversion line. Probably around like 30. I don't know. I don't recommend trading low caps right now, but I know people are. So I could see API 3 kind of trickling down like that. That was a huge pump and dump. Did I put the trade call in the group? Not yet. Not ready. Not ready. But I'm going to find you guys a dynamite, and I mean a dynamite trade. High leverage. So what could happen? What could happen, guys, is we range in this area right here on Bitcoin. We push up to this high around 69.3 area. And then we kind of range until it drops. Because we already broke the uptrend on Bitcoin, right? So now I'm just really waiting for... Now I'm just really waiting for the market to settle down into a non-accumulation session here, and that is going to be London. Lately, guys, I've been liking Cardano a lot. By the way, guys, if you were wondering about the group coaching / funded accounts, I messaged a lot of people on beastlimitless.com. So just go check out your message, and then there you go. And if I didn't message you about the one-on-one coaching to set up a date, message me as well, because I've got over 100 messages. Been trying to just keep track of everybody. But ADA, guys, Cardano is going to be a very good trade here too. Cardano is lining up for a wicked short. Wicked short. Pyro, how you doing? A little bit of a fake out there on ADA. Oh, yeah. ADA is going to be a dynamite short, guys. Look at ADA on the 15-minute. Almost overbought. Broke that trend there. So we should come down. ADA's been getting a lot of good volume recently. Yeah, lots of good volume. So, guys, look at this order block / fair value gap right here. If ADA breaks 29.3, we are going to drop heavily. So make sure you guys set an alert here on Cardano, because that is a really big drop. That is a drop down to 27, which if you're going higher leverage, and I believe Cardano broke the up. It did. So kind of just waiting for Cardano to make a move here. But this is going to be a really good short because your 15's overbought. You just needed to break this major support right here. I'll be taking this Cardano trade myself. See, Bitcoin's trying to push up, guys, but it's weak. Very, very weak because you broke that initial on that 1 hour. Hope you guys are enjoying the live. Hit that like button. Shout out to the new people. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Go to beastlimitless.com. Subscribe. It is 100% free. Okay, yeah, ADA is going to be my top trade. ADA and Bitcoin all day. ADA and Bitcoin. How about Tron? Tron has been really nice to trade, high leverage. Oh, look at Tron. Tron is weak. Tron is a good short. So you can kind of see altcoins across the board are kind of cooling down. You have this uptrend on Tron. Now you're dropping. Lower high. Rounded top here on Tron, guys. So I would look for a setup on Tron. This would be a good short area. If it breaks this resistance and starts pumping, then you get out. It's kind of how you play this one. And risk to reward for Tron. Short here. Stop loss above here. And that is a 1 to 3, ladies and gentlemen. Almost a 1 to 4, 1 to 3 in that region. But your stop loss would be above here. So really tight stop loss. I'm like really tight. You're looking at 28.5 right now. So you're looking at about 28.8. 28.8 would be my stop loss. But yeah, that is an official call. Tron short. Non-financial advice. You might be waiting a bit, but the trade is really safe for sure. Right? You got that rising wedge. You're bearish. You got bearish momentum. You're dropping on the 4 hour. Tron looks like it is about to dump like bricks. Now, if it fakes out, unfortunately, I don't control the market, but that is why we have a tight stop loss. I got to fix my trading view. But yeah, that is an official call, guys. Non-financial advice. Tron short. Take it down to about 27.9. And now we have got Bitcoin. Jamie, thank you for subscribing. Okay, YGG, can you look at it? Thank you. Sure, we haven't looked at YGG in a minute. Again, guys, we're waiting for Bitcoin to run up to the top here, the 15. YGG, Yield Guild Games. I know all about this one here. Okay. Do I think Bitcoin goes back to 65K? I believe it goes back to 60K or lower. Again, we're an initial downtrend in the market. These pumps are great, but they're not going to hold. So YGG is looking okay here. I can't believe the candle momentum is just so sporadic here on the chart on TradingView. But you've got a 3-point trend on YGG. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. You have got a 5-point trend on YGG. So yeah, guys, again, this was an official call right here on Tron with a stop loss just above the previous high. If it doesn't play out, oh well, but everything is lining up for me that it looks like it'll play out. But if we're looking at YGG, Yield Guild Games, you're pretty much waiting for this order block to break right here. I wouldn't really be touching YGG risk to reward, but after it breaks this order block at around 3.8, this is crazy. I remember when YGG was like pumping all the time. Daily's dropping 1 hour. Yeah, so pretty much you are looking for YGG to break 3.7 in that region. 3.8 to 3.7. And then you've got a big drop coming on it. And if you look at YGG right here, you are in a downtrend. Huge downtrend. All right, so I jumped into the Tron short myself while waiting for Bitcoin because I don't have Tron in the funded account. So I jumped into a short. Bitcoin is trying to keep momentum here. But now you can see your 5 minutes overbought. And you can see your 15-minute is slowly coming up, but price is decreasing. So what that means is that we are losing that momentum. Again, because the 1 hour was broke trend. So 1 hour broke trend. We're just really waiting for this thing to break. And the reason this is going to be a profitable setup, guys, is because you have a 4-point or a 3-point trend. That is the most profitable setup you can get in the market. If a trend breaks like that, you will see candles coming in red. And this is why we can go for a high leverage short when it is ready. No problem for looking at YGG. No problem. Jasmine, okay? Why not? Let's look at some Jasmine. So the only active trade right now is Tron. TRX, and you're going to have to be patient because it is a turtle, but it will print you money. I'm only looking at the lower time frames right now on altcoins, but you did break out here, so maybe you pump back up to the top at about 0.006. If we look at Jasmy right here, we can see that Jasmy is still on an uptrend. So we never hit the top. So I would say that Jasmy could come back and pump to the top of this channel around 6.2. But I'm not sure. Here's the uptrend right here. So we did break the uptrend on Jasmy. So probably what we're going to do is we are going to come and retrace this 0.006 area and then drop back down. That is what I'm thinking it would look like on Jasmy. Yeah, not looking too bad, guys. Obviously not for a long. I'd probably be looking at Jasmy on a short when this 50 minutes heads to the top. It's just really tough to long right now. We are in a little bit of an uptrend, but you're 5 minutes overbought. You're 15 minutes overbought almost. You do have a double bottom right here. It looks to me that London is probably going to drop the market. I could be very, very wrong. Could be very, very wrong, and I'm okay with being wrong in that sense. But either New York or London's going to drop the market. We already broke the uptrend on our indicators, except for your chart. So really, we're going sideways here. We'll have to see what happens with that. ZBCN. All right, ZBCN crew loves the coin, so we'll look at it. I like how a lot of you guys still have faith in altcoins, like typical altcoins. I don't look at them anymore. Of course, if I'm on the live, I do, but there's way more money to be made in large caps because you could go higher leverage. And with less volatility. Okay, so ZBCN broke out. But the 4 hours overbought. Here's your little uptrend. Did you break it? Yes, you did. So the trajectory in the overall market here is you hit the top, bearish divergence. Major bearish divergence on ZBCN. Boom, boom. High, higher, high, high, lower, high. The problem with ZBCN at the moment is it is just in a range. So I don't really see this dropping too much or pumping too much. There's more sells than buys in this area right here. Like the daily's very, very overbought too, and ZBCN has done nothing. I'm not saying it won't pump. But it definitely does have some bearish dive. All right, who is in that Tron setup? Let me look at total 3. Total 3 is very, very close to rolling over here. You are hitting the top of your downtrend. That means that altcoins are pretty much screwed if you can't break out of here. Four hours, very, very overbought. 15 minutes. Yeah, total 3 looks like there's about to be a big drop coming. Tron's trying to survive, but again, we broke this uptrend. Head and shoulder here on Tron too. Oh, look at Tether Dom. So Tether Dom broke this rising here on the uptrend. But now Tether Dom's oversold, of course, to correlation to Bitcoin. I would say that Tether Dom hits here and then continues back up. I'll join Tron if it gets back up to the top of the trend line. I love that conviction and discipline. Bullish on Bitcoin in the next day if we don't break that chart, sure. If we don't break that chart, absolutely Bitcoin will be bullish. But you already broke the uptrend. You're overbought in the 4 hour. So I would say Bitcoin's going to roll over here very, very shortly. What do I think of ZEC, Zcash? So you broke the uptrend here on Zcash in the shorter term. Or actually, wait. Boom, boom. No. Okay, so you broke the uptrend right here in the shorter term on this little uptrend, but you're in a macro uptrend here. So I would say ZEC, it's very, very possible for this to pump back up to about 250 and double top in that area right there. If I'm looking at my all I care about is shorter time frames right now, guys. I'm not looking at higher time frames. They don't matter to me. We're just looking at what trades we can take in the lower time frames, and I actually want to do that more moving forward. Because higher time frames do not play out. They just don't. They do their own thing. So ZEC, you're looking at possibly this pumping back to the top. It is in an uptrend. I definitely would not be shorting it. You can see it's forming higher lows right here, which is what you want to see on an uptrend coin. And you have 3 points here on ZEC. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4-point trend. Very, very strong. All right, is gold doing anything? Okay, gold is trying to play this little uptrend here. Gold is very oversold on a bit of a pennant here. Very oversold. I would say a big move is coming up on gold. I don't know when, but a big move is looking like gold. Very oversold in the 4, very oversold on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, let's take a look at Ethereum, guys. Let's see what ETH is doing. So Ethereum is kind of doing the same thing that Bitcoin is doing, right? You're on your little uptrend right here. Trend is your friend. You're rejecting this ranging resistance at a previous high right here. I believe if we look at ETH, ETH broke the trend too. So Ethereum broke, Bitcoin broke, everything broke the uptrend. Shout out to all the people in the live, guys. Thank you for joining. Yeah, so this is pushing pretty much right down, like it's coming up a bit, but all Tron is really doing is ranging. And all Bitcoin is doing is ranging. All Ethereum is doing is ranging. I would expect London to be a sell-off session. It might not be, but that's what I would expect with the trends being broken on the 1 hour. All right, Dogecoin. Dogecoin is rejecting the conversion line, guys. Remember, I said if it breaks it, long it. It did not. Dogecoin's about to break the uptrend here too. And on your 1 hour time frame, I do believe it did. Yeah, Doge is probably going to come down like bricks here. You can see it's overbought in the 15-minute time frame. I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to be bearish. I know a couple dislikes on the live. We normally don't get dislikes, but here's the thing. I don't care if the market is bearish or bullish. We're going to make money anyway. And I've been going against the trend for so much, just trying to trade, right? I would say that there's a big move coming shortly. Let's check out BCH here, see what it's doing. But I would say Dogecoin's looking really good for a trade, for short. BCH could be forming a higher low here. But the 15's overbought already. Yeah, not too much market movement now that we're into Tokyo. Not too much market movement now that we are into Tokyo, guys. I mean, going into London. Let me look at Bitcoin on the 15-minute time frame here and see if we are in a downtrend on the 15-minute. Yes, we are. So we broke the 50 on the 15-minute time frame here. Yeah, it looks like there's going to be a big drop coming. Is there any crazy news this week? I don't keep up with the news, guys. I'm just trying to see if there's any crazy news. The reality is things do happen. You got to pay attention to it, but I don't really keep up with it. It influences my trading. Now, guys, remember, with this Tron setup, if it breaks that high, I'm out. It isn't really... There's non-negotiable right there, right? Because we see the rising wedge. We see the setup. We see the lower highs. Five minutes almost overbought already, which is why it was moving up a bit. We see us ranging at our 382. But these would be the profit targets you would be looking at on TRX. Those areas right there. Major market manipulator getting busted. Crazy. Keep forgetting to look at BNB. I keep forgetting to look at Binance Coin. So it looks like the altcoins are breaking the trends before, well, the smaller trend. BNB is always a good trade, guys, to take. BTC cup and handle on the 5-minute. So world event news. I see you guys are typing DOT. We never looked at DOT for a while. Polkadot. Wow, DOT had a major pump. This is going to be a wicked short. I believe that DOT actually, wait, no, it didn't. Usually when there's a big pump like this, a big sell-off is coming, just kind of putting it out there. Okay, DOT never broke out, but it broke the uptrend. Yeah, DOT is looking like a dynamite short. So we're still good on TRX. We're just ranging. DOT won't survive. DOT's going to be a pump and dump. So I would say DOT's going to come all the way back down to 123. Again, these RSIs are very overbought on the 1 hour in a bearish market. Still on an uptrend, but I would be looking at DOT, guys. This could be a wicked short. Wicked short. 5-minute, 15s. Yeah, we're just ranging. So it looks like London is probably going to take us down. I don't like holding trades when they range, but it is what it is. Obviously, TRX broke the uptrend. A little bit of a rounded top, if you will, here. I'm trying to get into a short on XRP, waiting for it. Obviously not yet. It is coming up here, but if XRP breaks this area right here, guys, going to be a really, really good short on XRP. You're looking for it to break this major support. ADA, so we looked over ADA. We'll look over Uniswap. All of them pumped, right? Just wicked shorts lining up. So I could see Uniswap coming all the way down to 348. Did we break the uptrend on ADA? Or wait, Uniswap, we already broke it on ADA. It looks like you broke it on Uni too, so going to be interesting to see what Thursday brings for the market. But that is pretty much all I got for you guys today. We're just in limbo. London is probably going to be more action. With this Tron setup, it is probably going to take a bit because Tron is a very low mover. But for the most part, it should play out. I just really see Tron bouncing up and down in this area. If it breaks out, I would honestly just put a stop loss above the previous high, which is 28.8 area. Obviously, we can see it moving up a bit, but if you look at the 1 hour, it's pushing down. 4 hours overbought. 5 minutes coming up a bit, but it is almost overbought, so that should reverse it here shortly. You might be holding this trade into the night. I'm not sure. But that's all I got for everybody today, guys, on the live. And we will talk to you guys tomorrow for the New York session. If you guys are wanting to do the group coaching, guys, I'll just say it on the live because a lot of people are asking how much it is. So I got to update my card because I got a new card in TradingView and my website is not with the card. But it's very simple, guys. I'm going to be starting live group coaching sessions every week and daily funded account trading, okay? For the people that have been asking me how much this is going to be, it's going to be $1,000. It's going to be 1,000 USD. Why? Because I'm going to be live every single day with you guys, taking time, maybe 1 to 2 hours until we find a setup. Then I'm going to get your account to $1,000 profit. And with the funded accounts that we use, all you got to make is a certain amount. So if you guys want to be in the group coaching funded account daily live sessions, give me a message. The one-on-one coaching is completely done. 1,000 may seem like a lot, guys, in the shorter term. However, just yesterday we did $1,900 on a trade. The only way I see this funded account thing working is if we actually go live every single day, and that's going to be a lot of time and effort. But for the people who are serious about trading, if you're serious about it, we'll try it. It's going to be a pilot episode, which means that I don't know if I'm going to do it for the second month, but we're definitely going to do it for the first month. And then we'll go from there. So let me know if you guys want to get into the funded account daily live sessions. If you're already on the one-on-one coaching, you're getting the funded account for free. Yeah, so Bitcoin's pushing up a bit here, guys. Again, you're just really in the range. There's a possibility you come up to here, range, and then do this. Possible. And if you guys are looking to get into the group coaching and funded accounts, make sure you guys comment on that post. All right. And that's pretty much all I got for everybody today. Yeah, boring market. Same thing. Okay, I hope you guys all have a great day, and we'll see you guys for the New York session tomorrow.